This is Admiral Ackbar.
It's a trap! Sorry, force of habit.
Following the rise of the Galactic Empire, Admiral Ackbar became a prominent figure in the rebellion, leading his fellow Mon Calamari from his ship, Home 1. However, years after the destruction of the Empire, and at the insistence of General Organa, he entered into galactic conflict once again.
It's a trap!
This is Admiral Holdo.
May the Force be with us all.
After befriending Leia Organa in her youth, Admiral Holdo boldly left her role at the Imperial Senate to join the Rebel Alliance. She served with honor, gaining the reputation as a master strategist before earning the position of Vice Admiral in the Resistance. This is Aftab Ackbar. Aftab is the son of the decorated Resistance Admiral, Admiral Ackbar. He may not have spent much time with his father growing up, but Aftab still admired him. The young Mon Calamari hadn't initially intended to join the Resistance's fight, but Aftab answered their desperate call for help following the Battle of Crait. He followed in his father's footsteps by battling against the First Order's tyranny, a fitting tribute indeed. This is Bail Organa.
What do we have here?
Bail Organa was a proud member of the Alderaan royal family and was the planet's representative to the Republic Senate. Disturbed by Chancellor Palpatine's unsettling rise to power, he began conspiring with others who shared his concerns, including Senator Padme Amidala and key members of the Jedi Council.
What's going on here? Been a rebellion, sir. Under control. I'm sorry, sir.
This is Baze Malbus. Born on the desert moon of Jeddah, Baze Malbus was once a proud member of the Guardians of the Whills. However, when the Empire forced his people from their homes, Baze turned to a more violent way of life. After the Death Star destroyed Jeddah City, Baze and his friend Chirrut Îmwe joined the group that called themselves Rogue One, where his belief in the ways of the Force was rekindled. This is Beaumont Kin.
Time for an adventure.
A dedicated historian and avid follower of galactic folklore, Beaumont Kin was a treasured member of the Resistance. His study into the history of the Sith and Jedi may prove vital in the Resistance's attempt to stop the Sith Eternal from taking over the galaxy. This is Biggs Darklighter.
Biggs Darklighter, here to do his duty.
Ace pilot Biggs Darklighter was enrolled in the Imperial Academy, but after graduating, he quickly defected to the Rebel Alliance. Dispatched to Yavin 4, it was here he reunited with boyhood friend Luke Skywalker, and together they stormed the Death Star. This is Bo-Katan Kryze. The fearless Mandalorian Bo-Katan Kryze fought valiantly for the freedom of her planet. Leading her elite team of warriors, she traveled the galaxy in search of the Darksaber, the legendary weapon that would make her the rightful leader of Mandalore. However, an encounter with a fellow Mandalorian, Din Djarin, complicated her search.
Let's take back our planet.
This is Bodhi Rook. Serving as a cargo pilot in the Galactic Empire, Bodhi Rook was entrusted with an important message for the rebellion by Imperial scientist Galen Erso. The defected Bodhi managed to deliver this vital information to the rebels and became a member of the legendary Rogue One. His courage to leave his oppressors and deliver Galen's message proved a turning point in the Galactic Civil War.
Rogue One. Rogue One?
This is Boolio.
Time to win the war.
Boolio works at the Cinta Glacier colony, where the First Order would perform regular intrusive inspections of their mines. After one such visit, Boolio discovered a highly sensitive data file left behind by a First Order spy. Sympathetic to the Resistance's cause, Boolio passed on the intel, urging them to win the war against the First Order.
Win the war.
This is Boss Nass.
Boss Rugo Nass, all the way from Otto Gunga.
Ruger Nass serves as boss of the amphibious Gungan people. During the Trade Federation's invasion of Naboo, Boss Nass was reluctant to get involved in the developing conflict, deeming it a surface issue. However, after some persuasion, the Gungans joined the fight and assisted Naboo's royal forces. This is Threnalli. The Abednego pilot Threnalli flew as Poe Dameron's wingman on more than one occasion. When Poe staged a mutiny under Admiral Holdo, Kai stuck by his friend's side, even getting stunned for his loyalty. Following the Battle of Crait, Kai was one of only a handful of truly gifted pilots left in the Resistance Navy. Regardless, the fight must continue. This is Captain Antilles.
For the rebellion!
In the early years of the rebellion, Ramus Antilles was a close aide of Bail Organa. He even had the task of wiping C-3PO and R2-D2's memories following the birth of the Skywalker twins. Still a staunch believer in the rebellion's cause, he now serves as captain of the Tantid IV. This is Captain Panaka.
This is a dangerous situation.
Quarsh Panaka is head of security for the Royal Naboo Security Forces, where he has sworn to protect Queen Amidala. During the invasion of Naboo, he accompanied Her Majesty to Tatooine and Coruscant. When fleeing was no longer an option, he returned to Theed to fight off the invading droid army. This is Captain Rex. CT-7567, nicknamed Rex, was a respected leader of the 501st Legion of Clone Troopers and a hero of the Republic Army. An unusually free-thinking clone, Rex was a leader who cared much about the clones under his command and became fast friends with both Anakin Skywalker and his apprentice, Ahsoka Tano, completing many successful missions together. This is Captain Tarpals.
Gungan warrior never backens down! That's our doing this!
Roose Tarpals was a Gungan warrior who served in the Gungan Grand Army against the Trade Federation's invading droid forces. In Oto Gunga, he had the rank of captain and would patrol the city to keep an eye out for any banished Gungans seeking to re-enter. This is Captain Typho.
The Royal House of Naboo is safe under my watchful eyes. I mean eye.
Succeeding Captain Panaka as captain of the Royal Naboo Security Forces, Gregor Typho stayed close to Padme Amidala's side during the Separatist crisis. That was until an attempt on her life meant that she had to seek the personal security of Jedi Anakin Skywalker. However, in the ensuing Clone Wars, Typho was able to fight alongside Padme once again. This is Cara Dune. A veteran of the Galactic Civil War, Cara Dune served in the Rebel Alliance as a shock trooper. Now that the conflict is over, she has made a new life for herself as a mercenary, where she puts that rebel spirit and advanced military training to good use. This is Cassian Andor. Cassian Andor was known as one of the best intelligence officers in the rebellion. The handsome and versatile spy was sent to Jeddah alongside Jyn Erso, where the pair located a defected Imperial pilot. Cassian's bravery and loyalty played a huge part in the rebellion's acquisition of the Death Star plans, and his service will never be forgotten. This is Cassian Andor. As part of his entry into the growing rebellion, Cassian Andor must undertake a dangerous mission on Aldhani. This is Chirrut Îmwe. Chirrut Îmwe was part of an order of warrior monks called the Guardians of the Wills. The blind disciple believed he was one with the Force, and that the Force was with him wherever he went. Alongside his best friend and protector, Baze Malbus, Chirrut helped a band of rebels he encountered on Jeddah and followed them on a galaxy-defining mission.
You'll always find me.
I'm one with the Force. The Force is with me.
This is Clone Trooper Phase 1, Clone Trooper Captain, Clone Trooper Phase 2, and Clone Trooper Phase 2 Kashyyyk. Created in secret on the planet Kamino, the Clone Troopers served as the Grand Army of the Republic. Despite being commissioned in enigmatic circumstances, the Clone Troopers were called into battle to take on Separatist forces on Geonosis, thus starting what was known as the Clone Wars. This is Clone Trooper, 212th Attack Battalion. The 212th Attack Battalion is the battalion of clone troopers led by legendary Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi and Clone Commander CC-2224, commonly known as Cody. This collection of clone troopers was prolific during the conflict with the Separatists, fighting gallantly on planets such as Felucia, Ryloth, Utapau, and Geonosis. This is Clone Trooper, 501st Legion. The courageous 501st Legion is a battalion of loyal and resourceful clones that report to Anakin Skywalker. Under the stewardship of the legendary Commander Rex, these clones fought in some of the Clone Wars' most crucial battles. The 501st is a brotherhood, and this ethos is most clear in the relationship between Rex and Fives, two of the Army's most honorable clones.
Italians are counting on us! Let's go!
This is Clone Trooper, Coruscant Guard. The Coruscant Guard is a unit of elite clone shock troopers that serve the Republic by protecting the planet of Coruscant. As the conflict evolves, so do the responsibilities of the Coruscant Guard. When deemed necessary, these noble clones accompany Jedi, senators, and other diplomats for protection when they embark on off-world assignments. This is Clone Trooper Commander. Leading regiments of around 2,300 troopers, clone commanders are the noble troopers that have been elevated through the ranks for their keen leadership abilities and courage in the field. Many well-respected clones reach the rank of commander, such as the unmistakable Rex and the loyal Cody. This is Clone Trooper Lieutenant. Clone lieutenants are tenacious troopers responsible for leading platoons of clones in their respective battalions. Commanding approximately 36 battle-ready clones, the lieutenants play a vital role in both ground and air assaults against separatist strongholds. Without the coordination of these fine men, the attacks would come to nothing.
Keep firing. We can beat these.
This is Clone Trooper Sergeant. The rank of Sergeant in the Grand Army of the Republic has been held by many a legendary trooper. At the start of the Clone Wars, sergeants wore green markings on their armor to communicate rank, but soon after, the meaning of the markings changed to better reflect unit affiliation under their Jedi commanders. This is Commander Cody.
Ready for my next mission.
CC-2224, or Cody, was a commander in the Clone Army. A master tactician and gifted soldier, Cody not only had the respect of his fellow clone troopers, but also the Jedi. He was especially close to Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi, whom he accompanied to the Outer Rim in search of General Grievous. This is Commander Daisy.
Hello, it's just me, Commander Daisy.
Coming from a reputable military family, Larma Daisy is a calm and dependable commander in the Resistance. While General Leo was out of action, Daisy was the one to announce Admiral Holdo as the new leader of the fleet. Both Daisy and her wife served the Resistance with the utmost honor and dedication. This is Commander Gree.
Ready for my next mission.
CC-1004 is a clone commander in the Grand Army of the Republic. Fighting valiantly in the Clone Wars, Gree fought alongside Jedi Luminara Unduli while commanding the 41st Elite Corps. Later in the war, he found himself in Kashyyyk, where he received a deadly instruction from Supreme Chancellor Palpatine. This is Echo. Gravely injured while on Lola Sayu, Echo was captured by separatists and turned into a cyborg. The injured clone was kept in stasis on Anaxes, unwittingly feeding the Techno-Union intel on the Republic. He was eventually rescued by Clone Force 99, who subsequently invited him to join their ranks, as his cybernetic abilities made him a perfect candidate for the squad. With Commander Rex's blessing, Echo accepted the offer and now proudly serves in Clone Force 99. This is Ello Asty.
I got the skills that pay the bills.
Ello Asty is a gifted intergalactic pilot. When under the control of an X-Wing, he is always a sure shot. Asty never stops fighting for the galaxy's right to live free, and he flew alongside Poe Dameron during the attack on Starkiller Base. This is Enfys Nest. Enfys Nest is the young leader of the band of pirates called the Cloud Riders. Fighting against the sinister Crimson Dawn, Enfys would frequently thwart the schemes of the deadly crime syndicate. This tenacity to fight against evil made her an enemy to many, but an ally to the silent victims of the organization's oppression. This is Finn.
We all ready to go?
Despite managing to infiltrate the Supremacy, not everything went to plan for Finn and his friends. After Holdo decimated the First Order capital ship, Finn, Rose, and BB-8 only narrowly managed to escape in one piece, now cornered in the old rebel outpost on Crait. Finn and the Resistance must make their final stand. This is Finn.
We have to stop the First Order.
Having courageously fled the First Order's cruelty, Finn found himself as a reluctant hero. He was desperate to escape the First Order's reach and disappear, but after seeing his new friend taken by Kylo Ren, Finn decided the time for running was over. This is Finn. After bravely fleeing the First Order and joining forces with the Resistance, Finn has dedicated himself to their cause. Finally fully healed following his altercation with Kylo Ren, Finn's focus is now on the safety of his friends. This is Finn. Now a fully fledged Resistance hero, Finn plays a key part in all the Resistance does. He reports directly to General Leia Organa along with Poe Dameron and Rey. His infectious enthusiasm will be needed, as information from a First Order mole will lead his friends on their greatest adventure.
Not bad for one lesson!
This is Garven Dreis. An important member of Red Squadron, Garven Dreis is a team player to the last. Whether he's commanding a squad or following another's lead, you can always count on Garven. He's a real rebel's rebel. This is General Leia Organa.
It's General Organa to you. Now let's get moving.
After defeating the Galactic Empire all those years ago, Leia Organa once again leads the charge against tyranny. She now commands the forces of the Resistance as they attempt to stop the First Order's diabolical reign. This is General Leia Organa.
It's General Organa to you. Now let's get moving.
Once a princess and now an experienced general, Leia Organa has devoted her life to the fight against tyranny, serving both the rebellion and the Resistance. Having dealt a devastating blow to the First Order, the Resistance is on the run, but under the stewardship of General Organa, they'll always have a fighting chance. This is General Leia Organa.
It's General Organa to you. Now let's get moving.
The Resistance's numbers are low. What fighters they have left have regrouped on Ajan Kloss. There, General Leia Organa orchestrates their next move. Taking counsel from her close friends, Leia continues to be a shining example to all across the galaxy. This is General Reekin.
All right, let's show them what this rebellion is all about.
Whilst off-world serving the rebellion, Carlist Reekin's home planet of Alderaan was destroyed by the Empire. Since that fateful day, he became a general in the Rebel Alliance and currently serves tirelessly as leader of the rebellion's base on Hoth.
Prepare for ground assault.
This is Grakchawa. The mighty Grakchawa is the king of Kashyyyk, leading the Wookiees during the collapse of the Galactic Republic. A powerful and proud species, the Wookiees are lucky to be represented by one as noble as Grakchawa. This is Gungan warrior. Trained to protect their lands and people from invaders, the Gungan Grand Army is comprised of the fiercest of Gungan warriors. Even when duty calls on the surface world, the Gungan warriors answer with courage. This is Hera Syndulla. Hera Syndulla was a rebel commander and captain of the Ghost. Following in the footsteps of her father, she left her homeworld of Ryloth to join the rebels. She eventually founded the Spectres, and she became known as a skilled pilot and leader. No matter the odds, she keeps fighting, inspiring her crew to do their best.
Here we go.
Attack speed!
This is Hunter. Hunter is the leader of Clone Force 99, the squadron of clones that developed advantageous mutations during their cloning process. Despite their desirable skills, the squad is often ironically referred to as the Bad Batch. Hunter's unique mutation leads to the enhancement of all his senses, which makes him a keen strategist and effective leader in the field.
Hey, where did you come from?
This is Janna.
It's time I had my own adventure.
Jannah was formerly a stormtrooper known as TZ-1719 before she bravely turned her back on the First Order. Alongside the rest of her company, she fled to the ocean moon of Kefbir. Now she lives as a tribe leader to those she used to serve with. This is Jar Jar.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Misa, your humble servant.
After numerous attempts on Padme Amidala's life, Jar Jar Binks gallantly took her place in the Senate while she went into hiding. Previously just a mere representative, Jar Jar found his new role difficult and was perhaps not cut out for the responsibility a senator held. This is Jar Jar Binks.
Misa called Jar Jar Binks. Misa, your humble servant.
Jar Jar Binks is a hapless but caring Gungan from the planet Naboo. During the Trade Federation's invasion of his planet, he luckily found himself in the company of 2 Jedi. Now, he accompanies them on a mission to liberate his people. This is Jack Porkins.
The name's Jack Porkins, but you already knew that.
Jack Porkins is a rebel pilot and member of the Red Squadron. He flew under the moniker Red 6 in both the Battle of Scarif and the Battle of Yavin. His boisterous personality may be polarizing amongst his peers, but everyone agrees on his skills as a pilot. He is one of the best. This is Jess Pava. Jessica Pava is a gifted pilot who flies under the command of Poe Dameron. She serves the Resistance with valor and has been deployed on many successful missions with both Blue Squadron and Black Squadron, including the air assault of Starkiller Base. This is Jyn Erso. Jyn Erso was one of the rebellion's most influential figures. After her father was coerced into joining the Empire, Jyn was subsequently raised by stoic freedom fighter Saw Gerrera, but once he disappeared, Jyn was forced to take care of herself. Her exploits eventually led her to the rebellion, where she led one of its most important missions.
May the Force be with us.
This is Caedel Connix.
Time to bring down the First Order.
Caedel Connix serves as operations controller in the Resistance. The lieutenant briefly aided Poe Dameron in his mutiny against Vice Admiral Holdo, but following General Leia Organa's recovery, Caedel retained her position and continued to serve directly under the former Princess of Alderaan. This is Caedel Connix.
Time to bring down the First Order.
Caedel Connix is a member of the Resistance, stationed in its fleet command. During the attack on Starkiller Base, she assisted the pilots from within the Resistance stronghold on D'Qar. Following the destruction of Starkiller Base, she was promoted to lieutenant for her achievements. This is Leia.
I'm on a diplomatic mission to... Oh, who am I kidding? Down with the Empire!
Fleeing the Empire, the Millennium Falcon took refuge on Despin. Leia Organa, Chewbacca, and C-3PO all put their trust in Han Solo, as they met an old friend of his in Cloud City. However, they now must be careful, as the Empire's gaze is never too far away. This is Leia.
We cannot let the Empire triumph. The Alliance will prevail!
The mission is to destroy the shield generator that serves the Death Star, but after landing on the forest moon, Leia Organa is taken in by the locals and treated as a queen. After reuniting with her friends and convincing the local Ewoks to join their cause, the mission continues. This is Leia.
We cannot let the Empire triumph. The Alliance will prevail!
Princess Leia Organa of Alderaan is not only royalty, but she is also an integral figure in the Rebel Alliance. After her ship was boarded, she evaded capture long enough to get an important message down to an ally on Tatooine. Brave, honorable, and kind, she is a role model to rebels everywhere. This is Leia.
What are you waiting for? Follow my lead!
The attack on the Death Star was successful, but the fight against the Empire continued for Leia Organa. With the rebels in hiding on the ice planet Hoth, Leia must keep a level head as the Empire could be just around the corner. This is Leia.
We cannot let the Empire triumph. The Alliance will prevail!
After the attempt to rescue Han Solo seemingly failed, Leia Organa is now Jabba's prisoner as well. Chained by his side, the princess must bide her time if she is going to escape. Until then, hopefully, the company of Salacious B. Crumb isn't too excruciating. This is Luke Skywalker.
Time to protect the galaxy! Anywhere around here a guy can get some blue milk?
Luke Skywalker was just a humble farm boy until a message of hope from a princess put him on the path to greatness. After the Empire destroyed his home, he courageously embarked on a quest to save the galaxy from evil and become a Jedi, like his father before him. This is Luthen Rael. Luthen Rael, codenamed Axis by the ISB, is a chameleon in dress and identity, hiding behind countless faces and identities as the need arises. He has access to all manner of exotic tools, including his cleverly modified Fondor Hullcraft starship.
And what do you sacrifice?
I share my dreams with ghosts. What is my sacrifice? I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see. So what do I sacrifice? Everything!
This is Mon Mothma.
I will not let the Empire suppress our liberties.
Formerly a member of the Galactic Senate and now a leader of the Rebel Alliance, Mon Mothma has always been revolutionary. She was one of the few who spoke out against Supreme Chancellor Palpatine's sudden rise to power and worked closely with Bail Organa during the inception of the rebellion.
This, my friends, this is our rebellion.
This is Nien Nunb. The Celestin pilot known as Nien Nunb is not merely a veteran of the Galactic Civil War, he still flies for justice as part of the Resistance. He fights to bring an end to the First Order's tyranny, just as he successfully did against the Empire. This is Padme.
For the Republic! For democracy! Sorry, got a little carried away.
After seeing her people free from the invasion of Naboo, Padme Amidala stepped down as queen to pursue a position in galactic politics. Now, she serves as senator of Naboo in the Galactic Senate. However, her quest for democracy has earned her shadowy enemies who wish to see her removed from office. This is Padme.
For the Republic! For democracy! Sorry, got a little carried away.
Having survived numerous attacks on her life thanks to 2 Jedi protectors, Padme found herself falling for one of them, the brave Anakin Skywalker. Eventually, the pair fell in love and were secretly married during the Clone Wars conflict. Now Padme and the Jedi Knight are starting a family of their own. This is Padme.
For the Republic! For democracy! Sorry, got a little carried away.
Senator Padme Amidala may no longer be queen, but she still fights for the liberty of her people. After several failed attempts at her life, it is clear to Padme that those she seeks to stop also plan to stop her. For her safety, she is now under the protection of Jedi Anakin Skywalker. This is Padme.
For the Republic! For democracy! Sorry, got a little carried away.
Padme Amidala is the young queen of Naboo. She, more often than not, has her handmaidens by her side. This allows Padme to disguise herself amongst them and have a decoy take her place as queen. It may sound overly cautious, but you can never be too careful when one is in a position of such power. This is Poe Dameron.
All right, tell me the plan.
Commander Poe Dameron is a Resistance hero. Having successfully led the air assault on Starkiller Base, the Resistance has dealt the First Order a mighty blow. He may be a little hot-headed and trigger-happy, but his commitment to the Resistance is never in doubt.
All clear! Bring the bombs!
This is Poe Dameron.
All right, tell me the plan.
Soaring to the rank of general in the Resistance, Poe Dameron continues to doggedly take on the First Order. Having learned an important lesson in leadership at the Battle of Crait, Poe now uses his wisdom and skills to command what little forces the Resistance has left.
Good people will fight if we lead them.
Welcome to Exegol!
This is Poe Dameron.
All right, tell me the plan.
Starting as a pilot in the New Republic, Poe Dameron was personally invited to join the Resistance by General Leia Organa. With his buddy BB-8, he embarked on a mission to locate a map of Luke Skywalker. However, on the planet Jakku, he encountered some trouble in the shape of Kylo Ren. This is Rebel Friend. Never has there been such a stalwart rebel trooper. A perennial figure in the rebellion's efforts to stop the Empire, Rebel Friend is a constant reminder of how noble and friendly the rebels can be. This is Rick Ollier.
Commander Rick Ollier has arrived.
Rick Ollier is the gifted leader of Bravo Flight, the crown jewel in the Naboo Royal Spacefighter Corps. Not only did his skills make him well-equipped for space battles, but he also earned the position of Queen Amidala's pilot before the invasion of Naboo. This is Rose Tico.
Let's save the day! Sorry, that was lame.
Following her bravery at the Battle of Crait, Rose Tico became a valuable member of General Leia Organa's council. She is now stationed on Ajan Kloss, where she is studying the specifications of Imperial Star Destroyers to assist the Resistance in taking down the Sith Eternal Forces. This is Rose Tico.
Let's save the day! Sorry, that was lame.
After joining the Resistance with her sister Paige, Rose Tico was just another dedicated maintenance tech until she had a chance encounter with Finn. After enlightening him with her extensive knowledge of lightspeed technology, she embarked on a daring mission with her newfound friend to infiltrate the Supremacy. This is Tali Lintra. Taliesin Intra is a squadron commander in the Resistance Navy. Raised on a farm on the planet Pipip 3, Tali gained quite a reputation for herself when she first joined the Resistance with her sister. Now, she is known as one of the Resistance's most competent pilots. This is Tarful. A Wookiee chieftain and general during the Clone Wars, Tarful protects his homeworld of Kashyyyk with valor and strength. He is not only a close friend to Chewbacca, but he is also a trusted ally of Jedi Master Yoda. This is Tech. A member of Clone Force 99, commonly known as the Bad Batch, Tech is an elite soldier who developed beneficial mutations during the cloning process. His heightened cognitive abilities make Tech a gifted engineer and scientist. He provides the Bad Batch with unique advantages in the field, such as translating alien languages to communicate with locals and gain vital intel. Despite his penchant for technology, Tech is known to be a rather talkative clone. This is Temmin Wexley.
They call me Snap, because I snap my enemies and that's not true.
Temmin Wexley, or Snap, is one of the Resistance's most trusted and skilled pilots. Rebellion is in his blood, as his mother was part of the Rebel Alliance during the Galactic Civil War. After serving in the Rebellion himself, flying in the Battle of Jakku, Snap joined the Resistance and was eventually made captain of the Blue Squadron. This is Theron Net. Theron Net is a Rebellion pilot who flies as a part of the Red Squadron under the moniker Red 10. Flying alongside other skilled pilots such as Luke Skywalker, Theron was part of the team that attacked the Death Star above Yavin 4. This is Wedge Antilles.
Wedge Antilles, flying in for duty.
Wedge Antilles is a decorated pilot in the Rebel Alliance. Having bravely fought in several key battles, many consider him to be a Rebellion legend. As long as there is fuel in his ship, Wedge will be fighting tyranny wherever it arises.
Nice flying, Lando.
This is Wrecker. Wrecker was one of the many clones created for the Grand Army of the Republic, but due to his desirable mutations, he was assigned to Clone Force 99. This unique squad of clones referred to themselves as the Bad Batch, and each of the members had beneficial mutations that gave them an advantage in the battlefield. Wrecker had and developed increased strength and was vastly bigger than regular clones. This is Roby Tice.
I'm flying into action.
Flying under the command of Temmin Wexley, Roby Tice is a talented and tenacious pilot. She was once a courier on the planet Warlenta, but could not turn a blind eye to the First Order's tyranny. Alongside her wife, Commander Daisy, they joined the Resistance and her piloting skills were put to good use. This is Zev Seneska.
Rogue 2 is in the building.
Flying in the Rebel Alliance with Rogue Squadron, Zev Seneska used the call sign Rogue 2. Concerned for his fellow rebels, Zeb jumped in a snowspeeder and went searching for Luke Skywalker and Han Solo. Luckily, he found them and brought them back to base.
Rogue 2, are you alright?
I'm with you, Rogue Leader. Set for position 3.